Dear students of 12 biology, previously we have started with human reproductive system. In the human reproductive system, we completed the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system, the structure, function of various organs we have completed, and also in the human male reproduction, we have completed even spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis, how the sperms are produced in the ovary, in the testes, that we have completed. Then we have completed about the female reproductive system. Female reproductive system, we have completed. What are the organs are present in the female reproductive system and what are the functions of each and every organ. Also we completed oogenesis. Oogenesis means how the ovum is produced in the ovary, that also we have completed. Then at the end of oogenesis, we have completed about what is the structure of one ovum, what are the outer coverings are present, everything we have completed. Now we are going to start the continuation of this chapter. That is, after completing the female reproductive system, we are going to study about menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle. Now what is the meaning of this menstrual cycle? We have to see. It is also called the female reproductive cycle. It is also called a female reproductive cycle. Now this menstrual cycle and female reproductive cycle is taking place only in the female reproductive system, not in males. This female reproductive system is starting at the age of, it is starting at the age of puberty. Now we have to take what is the meaning of this puberty. It is the age of 12 or 13. In the females, the age of 12 or 13 is called the age of puberty. During this puberty, any time the menstrual cycle will begin in the female reproductive system. That stage is called the puberty. Now it is a periodical, it is a going on. And the menstrual cycle will get over at the age of menopause. Now we have to know what is the meaning of menopause. Stoppage of menstrual cycle. Now that is at the age of 45 to 50. So the female is reaching the age of 45 to 50 any time, at any age. The menstrual cycle will completely stop. After that, there won't be any menstrual cycle. That particular stage is called the menopause stage. So, from the puberty, from the age of 12 to 13 or up to the age of 45 to 50, the periodic cycle is going on. That is called the menstrual cycle. Now, we are going to take about the stages of menstrual cycle. What are the stages are there? Stages of menstrual cycle. Now before we take the stages, various stages, first we have to know what is the duration of menstrual cycle, each menstrual cycle. The duration is 28 days. It is not 1 month, it is 28 days. So one menstrual cycle will be completed by 28 days. So once the 28 days is there, one menstrual cycle is over, then again it will continue. It is a periodically, once in 28 days, it is keep on, so that is happening. That is called a menstrual cycle. The duration is 28 days. Now, what are the stages are there? We have to see. There are 4 stages in the menstrual cycle. That is from the age of 12 or 13. It is starting. Each menstrual cycle is having 4 stages. The first one is called menstruation. Menstruation phase. Phase means a stage. The second one is follicular phase. It is follicular phase. Phase means the stage, just now I told. The third one is ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase. And the last one is luteal phase. Now these are the 4 stages of it. Now all the 4 stages are happening in 28 days. So we will allot the days for each stage. The menstrual phase is starting from 1 to 5. During this stage only, the bleeding happens. That is the female reproductive cycle. through the vagina, the blood is coming out. That is called the menstruation phase. So this timing is 1 to 5 days. It is also called the bleeding phase. It is also called the bleeding phase. Now the second one is called the follicular phase, which is starting from 6th day and it will get over by 14th day. So 6th to 14th day, the follicular phases are taking place. The ovulatory phase is taking place on 14th day. That is the end of the follicular phase. On 14th day, it happens ovulatory phase, which is for about 5 to 6 hours. Now that is a small duration. So that is ovulatory phase. It is happening on 14th day. Luteal phase is starting on 15th day and it will get over on 28th day. 15th to 28th day. So once the 28th day is over, the luteal phase is over. Again the cyclic process is starting with the menstruation phase, follicular phase, ovulatory. Like that the cyclic process is keep on happening. Now these are the 4 stages present in the menstrual cycle. Now we are going to take the 4 stages little more detail. What is happening in the process of menstrual cycle? Phase is called that is menstrual phase. It is also called the bleeding phase, I said. Now what is happening here with the diagram? I will explain about it. Then only we can understand about what is the bleeding phase. Now in the reproductive system of female, we have studied this is the uterus. Now the uterus is a muscular bag-like structure. It is having a very thick wall. We have studied about it. The detailed structure we have studied. Now imagine that already one ovary has produced one ovum. The ovum travel and the ovum is attached with the endometrium of the uterus. Now this is the endometrium. It is becoming a little thicker. Now here one ovum is coming and attaching. This is the ovum. Ovum means unfertilized egg. Now this unfertilized egg is attached with. Now imagine that period is going on 28th day. Now it is got over. 28th day is over. Now once the 28th day is over, the next cycle is beginning. It is the first day. It is called the menstruation phase. At that time, the ovum is dead. Now it cannot be alive. Now it is a dead ovum. That is the first day, what we can say. The dead ovum is detached from the endometrium. When it is detached, the endometrium is damaged. The endometrium is a part of the wall of the uterus. When the endometrium is damaged, blood is coming out. So the ovum with a lot of blood is discharged out through the vagina. Now that is called the first day of bleeding. Now the first day. Then finally the first day ovum is expelled. But the endometrium is contracting little by little, day by day. Whenever the endometrium is contracting, some blood will be ejected. So periodical bleeding will take place. Maybe once in 5 hours, once in 6 hours, like that, periodical blood flow will be there. So this bleeding happens from first day to 5th day. So by 5th day, the endometrium is coming to the normal position. After that, bleeding will not take place. So for 5 days, maximum 5 days, the bleeding happens periodically. So that it is called the menstrual phase. It is called the menstrual phase. Okay, 1 to 5 days is over. Then we are coming to the second phase, which is called the follicular phase. Now the follicular phase is happening in the ovary. Okay, the second phase is called the follicular phase. Now during this follicular phase, it is happening in the ovary. Assume that this is the ovary. It is a small oval-shaped structure. One follicle I am going to take. Already what we have studied here. It is called the ovarian follicle. Now in this ovarian follicle, some changes are taking place here. That is called the follicular phase. So during this follicular phase, one hormone called follicle stimulating hormone is coming from pituitary gland, which is present below that. Another one hormone is also coming. It is called the luteinizing hormone. These two hormones are secreted by pituitary gland. Okay, these two hormones are coming to the ovary. They are coming to the ovary, stimulating the follicle to produce the ovum. Oogenesis we have studied. So the oogenesis is happening. Already we have studied about multiplication, enlargement, then meiosis, all the things we have studied. Everything is happening. So by the end of the follicular phase, with the help of these two hormones, the ovum is well developed, well formed. Now the ovum is ready for coming out. At the same time, lot of other follicle cells are also produced. So since all the events are taking place within the ovarian follicle, this phase is called the follicular phase, which is starting from 6th day and will get over on 14th day. So many days it will take. Now about 6, 7, 8 days it will take place. So the ovum is well formed. That is called the follicular phase. What are the hormones influencing in that? Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone secreted by pituitary gland. Okay, follicular phase is over. Then the third phase we are going to study, which is called the ovulatory phase. This is called the ovulatory phase. I already told you it is happening on 14th day. For few hours, maybe 5 to 6 hours it will take. Now during this 14th day, once the ovum is well established, at that time, one hormone, again we are going to see that LH. Because in the follicular phase itself, LHs are started producing. So large amount of LHs are present. So large amount of LH. Large amount of LHs are present. Now the large amount of LH is coming to this follicle of the ovary, making the follicle to rupture. I will take it like this. Now this is the follicle. Ovum is well established. Now the ovum is well developed. Now the LHs are coming here and making the follicle to rupture. Rupture means breaking. Now the follicle is broken. Now the ovum is coming out of the ovary. Once the ovum is coming out, the ovum is entering into the body cavity. It is entering into the body cavity. Body cavity is also peritoneum or peritoneal cavity. Now this release of ovum from the follicle of the ovary into the peritoneal cavity is called ovulation, which takes place in 4 or 5 hours on 14th day with the influence of large amount of LH. This movement of large amount of LH for ovulation, now I am going to tell about the term, is called LH surge. Now what is the meaning of surge? It is an English literature term. A surge means mass movement to execute certain things. That means what is the mass movement? Large amount of LH is moving to execute the work. What is that work? Release of ovum into the peritoneal cavity. Now this release of ovum from the ovarian follicle into the peritoneal cavity is called ovulation. It is a term what we are using. So the LH surge is important for ovulation. Now once the ovum comes to the peritoneal cavity, already the female reproductive system we have completed, we have seen. Now there are certain finger-like projection in the oviductal funnel, fallopian funnel. Now the finger-like projections are called the fimbriae. Now they are moving in such a way, the ovum will be taken into the fallopian funnel. It will not go anywhere. The ovum will always enter into the fallopian canal. Now the next phase is starting, that is called luteal phase. Now the luteal phase is starting from 15th day and it will get over by 28th day. Now why should we give the name to this last phase as luteal phase? We have to say. Now again I am coming back to this ovarian follicle. Now the ovarian follicle is ruptured due to LH. The ovum is released. Now the ovarian follicle is empty. Again I am drawing here. This is a ruptured follicle, not complete follicle. It is a ruptured follicle, empty follicle. No ovum is there. Ovum has gone to the peritoneal cavity and then into the oviductal funnel. Now this ruptured follicle is converted into a gland. Now it is converted into a gland. Actually, this ruptured follicle, okay, this ruptured follicle is now changed into a gland, endocrine gland. Now we know very well in the lower classes we might have studied endocrine gland means the gland will produce some hormone. But how this ruptured follicle is converted into endocrine gland? It is with the help of LH, same LH, luteinizing hormone is built. Now this endocrine gland is now called corpus luteum. The name of the endocrine gland is corpus luteum. See that luteum. So that the name is given to this as luteal phase. Now the corpus luteum is secreting one hormone called progesterone. It is called progesterone. Now what is this progesterone? It is a hormone. Now from the corpus luteum, the progesterone hormone will go to the blood, and from the ovary, the progesterone will come to the uterus, and it will make the endometrium of some other place to become thicker and thicker. So it is only preparing the uterus wall to receive the ovum and make the ovum to be implanted. Now from 14th to 15th day, the ovum is slowly moving in the fallopian tube. It will take long time, maybe 5 days, 6 days, 7 days like that. So it will slowly move from here, and then it will enter into the uterus. The ovum is unfertilized. Then the ovum will be attached with the wall of the uterus where the endometrium is thicker. It can be here or can be here or here, anywhere it can be. But it will be within the uterus. So where the endometrium is thicker, there the ovum is implanted. Now this is called implantation. Attachment of the ovum with the wall of the uterus is called implantation. In the implanted condition, the ovum is waiting for fertilization. Imagine that up to 28th day, the sperm is not coming. The sperm is not coming and fertilizing this. Then the 29th day, actually there is no 29th day, the next day of the next cycle, the first day of the next cycle, the ovum is dead. Again the ovum is coming out along with the blood, that is bleeding stops. So up to the 28th day, it is called the luteal phase, because during this phase, 15th day to 28th day, corpus luteum is constantly producing progesterone and making the implantation. Then what happens to the next day, that is 29th day, otherwise first day of the next cycle? The corpus luteum is disintegrated. Now it is shrunk and stop producing the progesterone. The progesterone is not secreted. Now the corpus luteum is becoming a scar. It will contract, it will shrink and to become a scar. The name of the scar is corpus albicans. It is not functional, it is not producing progesterone. If there is no progesterone production by the corpus albicans, then automatically the endometrium will go back. Okay? Then again the bleeding will start. Now that is the next cycle. Now so far what are the things we have studied? Everything is called menstrual cycle, one menstrual cycle. But it is a cyclic process, again and again it will happen. But the menstrual cycle will be completely stopped if the pregnancy happens. Now when the pregnancy will happen, now assume that the ovum is attached with the uterus wall, implanted. Now the ovum is already fertilized. The sperm is coming and fertilizing them. Then the bleeding phase will not start. Next menstrual cycle will not continue. That is pregnancy begin. The pregnancy duration is 280 days. During this 280 days, there is no further menstrual cycle. That means menstrual cycle will be stopped when the individual is pregnant. Once the child is born, again the menstrual cycle will continue. So the menstrual cycle will not happen when the female individual is pregnant, under pregnancy. So that is actually the menstrual cycle. Up to this, the chapter is over. The next one we are going to see.